Welcome back. Thanks for joining all my fellow seekers of personal growth and success. Today, we're going to be embarking on a journey that's going to set you up for 2024. And this is a comprehensive guide on vision board goal setting strategies that will turn your dreams into reality. So, vision boards are more than just collages. They serve as powerful tools that keep your aspirations front and center. By visually representing your goals, they help to reprogram your subconscious mind and they guide your actions towards achieving them, right? So, before we get into the mix of things, I just want to remind you guys to like, share, subscribe. Don't keep this to yourself. Let someone else see what they can do for 2024 with their goals, their dreams, their aspirations. But let's get right into the video. So before we get into my favorite parts, which is the creative process, we have to think about the basis or the foundation of a vision board. I like to go with a SMART process. So it needs to be specific, it needs to be measurable, it needs to be achievable, it needs to be relevant, and it has to be time bound or time specific. Let's go into the SMART process and like dissect each part. So S, which is the first one, is specific. Now, specific just refers to what it is that you want to do, and you're going to try and be as least ambiguous as possible. Try not to go down any rabbit holes. Don't leave any room for misconceptions. Just to be specific, plain, and to the point, right? So, for example, I'm going to be using me wanting to start a business selling something. All right. So, for example, I want to sell skincare items, right? So, my specific goal is I want to start an online business selling skincare products, right? That's S, specific. Measurable, right? When we measure something, it usually indicates that there is some type of number or there is something there that can be, it has weight, basically. Not necessarily physically weight, but stay with me, stay with me. So, for the same example, my specific was I want to start an online business selling skincare products. Measurable is I want to sell 3 soaps. I want to sell 4 body scrubs, and I want to sell 2 lotions. So measurable is like in this terms, it's the quantity. So it's the amount of what I want to have done. So we have the specific, we have the measurable. The next thing now is achievable. So achievable is really just what you're going to be doing to make, this goal happen. What are you going to do to put it in place? So for example, I have my business. I know what I want to get. How am I going to achieve it? I am going to put in 5 hours, or let's go a little more. I'm going to put in 15 hours per week dedicated to working on my business. So from Sunday to Saturday, I'm going to put in 15 hours towards this business. So it's achievable now. So it's specific, it's measurable, and it's now achievable. And is it relevant? Like, it makes no sense to get through to start a business and it has no relevance to this day and age. So, for example, I wouldn't try to sell camcorders when people are using smartphones and um, cameras, digital cameras. People are using a lot of different things. So, it has to be relevant to what you are about and this day and age. It has to be relevant to what's going on around you. So, is skincare products relevant? Yeah. We have a lot of people who are still very conscious about their skin, very conscious about improving their skin or maintaining their skin. So this would definitely be relevant. It will probably have like a target audience. So, for example, maybe mostly females. You do have a few men who care about their skincare regime, but yeah, this is where the target audience would come in. Is it relevant? Right? So once you have that, let's go back. We're smart, right? So we're specific, we're measurable, we're achievable, and we are now relevant. So it's time for the last one, time bound. Time bound now is where you put a lid or like a margin between everything. So you have everything in place. Now you want to say how quickly you want to achieve this. So for my business, let's say I'm feeling I'm feeling positive, and I think I can actually work with 3 months. If I put in the work, it's possible. So my time bound would be 3 months, 4 months, and that would be the time frame I would work with. Even though sometimes people put like an extra month as a like fall short in case something happens, always try to stick to the time frame that you placed originally. All right. So we have that now. So we're smart. We're specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So let's get into the fun parts. Let's get into the fun parts. Okay. So I'm not going to actually physically do anything because I don't really have the time right now. I wish I did, but I don't. And I don't have all the craft and items that I would like, but I will in the future show my completed vision board. And to be fair, I don't really like showing my vision board before things start to manifest or start to happen, right? So, a few things that I did that helped with my vision board in the past is I used Canva, I used Google for images. You also have websites that you can get free images from. You have Unsplash, you have Pixabay, and yeah, those are royalty free images where you have free access to them as long as you want. I know there's some more images, websites. I'll put them in the comment section. Sorry, I'll put them in the description box so you can take a look at them. All right. So it'll be in the description box for you to choose from. And you really just want to have as many options as possible. So let's go through the Canva method first. Okay. So on Canva, you can open up a new page. You can select, you see, it all depends on where you want to have your vision board. For me, my vision board was printed and placed on my wall. It was the first thing I saw in the morning. It was the last thing I saw at night. It was something that I would see in the middle of the night. I wake up, I'm looking at it. It was just always in my vision. So after a while, it became a part of me to always try to aspire towards this and that. Cool. So if for example, you're not able to really put stuff on your wall, you can do it as phone screen, a phone screen. Sorry, you can do it as like a wallpaper, right? So you have your lock screen wallpaper. You can put it as that. You can print it, put it in like your wallet. So whenever you head into your wallet, you can see it. It just depends on where you think you will need to see it the most. For me, has to be when I wake up, has to be when I fall asleep. Even though I'm not looking at that throughout the day, it usually sets my mind frame for the day because I'm seeing it. And it also helps me to kind of visualize some things when I'm asleep. So it's the last thing I see. My mind is working, thinking. By the time I wake up and I see it again, there's no way I'm going to forget about it. Cool. So yeah, let's go back to Canva. So on Canva, you open up a platform, you get to choose what you want it as. For me, as I said, I would print it as, you can type the word vision board, right? So type vision board for the size that you want and just go through Canva, look at the different um, templates that people have already created, and you can switch out things for things that you want. So you might see someone having like travel, you can switch that out for making more money. You can switch that out for being on time to work. It just depends on what you want. So this is where you would get your pen and your paper out. And it was from that smart list, you would actually make a list of everything that you want. So off the top of my head, I know I said I don't like sharing, but I'll just share three things that I want to achieve for 2024. Okay. So one, I want to start an online business. I said that before. I do. I've started multiple businesses, but I want to start a successful business that will maintain itself from 2024 and beyond. Yeah, that's what I want. That's one thing. Two, I want to be more healthier. So that's another thing, health wise. We always make this one January 1st, but I'm really serious about it this year. Really serious about it now. For true, true, true. And I would say my third one is I want to grow in my spiritual journey. Yeah. Yeah. So my spiritual journey with God, I want to I want to have a closer connection to him, and I want when I do things like pray and read my Bible, it doesn't feel too much as a chore, but it feels like something I have to do or need to do, want to do every day. So that's something else I'm working on. One more thing is I want to grow in my work life. Work life, I want to excel. So I'm at a certain stage now. I want to improve. That's it. And yeah, those are four things that I really want to work on for 2024. Four for four. So yeah, that's just my suggestion. Um, think of your four and then add the SMART rule to it. Cool? Cool. A very important part of the vision board creation is not just about creating it and putting it down, right? It's really important that we actually put things in place so that our mind believes what we want it to believe, right? Our minds are very powerful, and there is so much strength in the tongue. Like sometimes we have to be careful of what we say, be careful of some of the thoughts that we have, because they actually put things into place. Like I remember for a certain while being very recent, I was saying, oh, I'm so broke, oh, I'm so, which was not necessarily the case, but I changed what I said sometimes because I'm still working on it. From I'm being so broke and I don't have no money to I'm working on different avenues to make more money. An opportunity is going to come to me soon so that I can get more money. And I know a lot of people like to put out this to the universe or to the I don't necessarily believe in that. What I believe is our minds are very powerful. So when we say things, when we repeat it, when we see things often, it becomes as a part of us naturally, right? How is it that we learn language? We hear it so often, we speak it, we see people speaking it, it becomes a part of our reality, and that's just how it happens. And vision boarding is no different. Once we see it and we start to live it, we start to believe it, it becomes a part of us. And a lot of it has to do with faith. So my faith is in God, right? And I believe that He wants the best for me. So for me to get the best, I have to align myself to receive the best, right? So there's no way that I can expect to have the life that I want when I'm living a certain life. It's almost as if I'm expecting to win the lottery on a life change, which it will happen to some people, but in all reality, it's not realistic, right? You don't just go to sleep and wake up with a new life. You have to put things in place for that new life. And you have to believe that you deserve this new life. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Once you put yourself in the place to receive what it is that you want, it will happen. No question, no doubt in my mind. I've seen it happen in my life. I've seen it happen in friends and family's life. And I don't know how to explain it, but the goodness of God. That's all I can say. God is good. All the time, God is good. That's it for, that's really just a short video on our ultimate guide to vision board goal setting strategies. Remember, it's not really just about creating a board, it's about embracing the potential that it has to change your life. I want to task each and every one of you watching this video to create your vision board, right? Using Canva, and drop your link in the comment section below. I want to take a look at everyone's own. I will also link my vision board in my description. So you guys can take a look at my vision board, or just a plain vision board that I have done just for this purpose, just for this exercise, right? So, guys, please remember to support, remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments. You know, this actually does help to propel me and motivate me to create more videos like this that will help you, your friends, your family, and anyone interested in bettering themselves. I'm all about self help. I'm all about self improvement and growth and success and all the good things, them, right? So stay tuned for our next video and have a great new year. Happy 2024, and I wish you all the best for the upcoming year.